So there we have it then. We've had the finale for the NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series, and as well for the Truck Series for 2024. I'm not really going to talk too much about the other two because, well done to Tyler Jaski for getting his championship for Ford. There was Hyman Eckes following him home in the Xfinity Series. In the end, the win went the way of Allgaier for, he didn't get the win of the race because Herbst got the win of the race, so Ford won all three of the races in Phoenix. But Allgaier managed to take the championship, and well done to him for that one. He'd run really well throughout the weekend, even though he started at the back. Let's just talk about the Cup Series, because, I'll give a quick rundown of the race, and then we can talk a bit about the championship. So the race started with Martin Truex Jr. in his final full-time race, lining up on pole and leading off the start from Joey Logano, with Chastain, Larson, Elliott, Gibbs, and Bell in the running out the top 7. Then we had our next playoff driver in Byron in 8th. 9th we had Harrison Burton in his last Wood Brothers start. Then 10th we had Tyler Reddick, with Ryan Blaney starting down in 17th. The first stage, it went the way of Logano, from Truex, from Bell, from Byron. And then we ended up having Blaney in 6th and Reddick in 7th, showing that the championship drivers have been running well. Well, they ran somewhat well throughout the day. Reddick dropped off a bit in stage 2, getting 10th. Struggling a bit over the course of those longer runs. Then Byron was in 4th, Logano in 3rd. Christopher Bell was 2nd. He'd been really competitive throughout the day. But Blaney was showing that he had that long run pace, and from what I've seen from other commentators post-race, they've been saying, yeah, Blaney had the pace, but he wasn't able to carry it across to win it in the end. We see that with the final stage. Byron tries to go long to win out, but it doesn't work out because just around the time he pits, we then have I feel like it was only the second or third caution of the day. We didn't really have many cautions in this finale. I mean, we had one right away for Ty Gibbs spearing into the wall, but then it was Zane Smith, right? Going round. That caused the final green flag pits. And from there, it was just what's going to happen next. I mean, Reddick jumped up the order. He was running down outside the top 10, but only 6th for the 45 in the end. He was better than Bubba Wallace, his teammate, who also ran really well to end off the season, but neither of them led any laps. Christopher Bell, he got 5th, led the most laps of the day. Well done to him, and you could argue possibly would have been a worthy champion, or would have been deserving of being in the championship for it, though I think that's probably what Bell was going for in the end. The 5 was in 4th, Kyle Larson. Again, somebody else who you would have imagined he, on stats, was one of the best drivers this year. Didn't make the championship 4. Then we have William Byron in 3rd. Again, the late runs just really weren't there. He was quite lucky that he had his teammate to provide him as backup. Blaney was 2nd, had the long run, but those last couple of laps wasn't able to get a move on his teammate, 2024 Cup Series champion, Joey Logano. And to me, that sounds so bizarre. But the reason why it sounds so bizarre is because, think about this. I follow the NASCAR Wisdom Cup Series standings page on Twitter, who said in 2023 would have been Byron who would have won the championship under the old point system. Funnily enough, Gordon would have been a 7-timer, and Jimmy Johnson would have only won 3, but Harvick would have gotten 4. From their calculations, the standings for the end of this year would have Joey Logano in 11th. And the guy had an average finish of a 17.1. It's completely otherworldly in terms of champions. Christopher Bell would have been the champion by 5 points from Chase Elliott. Byron 77 back, Reddick 80 back, Larson 130 back. And to me, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense because for me, those would be our top 5 drivers of the year. In terms of average finishes, Chase Elliott got an 11.7 on the year, which is magnificent. After that, you're looking for a 12.8 for Bell, 12.9 for Byron, and for Larson, 13.2 for Reddick. It's almost otherworldly. Like, the contrast. Sure, you'd have two of the championship four in those in the top four at the end of the year, but it makes even more the case that the playoff system is frankly bizarre. I mean, I get why NASCAR does it, but if you have to rely on a post-season to keep the fans in, I think you're proof there's a more endemic issue. Maybe you've got too many races, having 36 points paying races in the year. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you so much for watching and joining. I think this is the first time that I'm almost in real time doing a full NASCAR Cup Series season in terms of reviews. Not had massive delays this year. Had a couple, but not, weeks and weeks behind. I think I skipped a couple last year. Thank you so much, and I'm probably going to do some NASCAR stuff in the off-season. But until then, it's bye-bye for now.